Hi everybody, I'm Olivia. In my last video, I briefly talked about my siblings, but I didn't go into depth about my relationship with them. I actually only have one brother, Miles, who's related to me by blood. My parents got divorced when I was at a young age, and I was introduced to my stepfather, Bob, when I was about 4. Bob has 2 sons, Vince and Justin, and one daughter, Amanda. I've grown up with them my whole life, and even though we didn't all grow up in the same household, they're my family. Just recently, on September 27th of this year, Miles got married, and I was honored to stand up and be a bridesmaid in the wedding. We're very fortunate to have a huge, loving Italian family, and it just so happens to be that my new sister-in-law comes from an Italian family too, so it just got even bigger. To revisit my educational and employment background, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I studied cosmetology while I was still in high school, so I was able to obtain my license shortly after graduation. Since then, I've worked in several salons around my area, and I currently work as a freelance hairstylist while I maintain another full-time job. My other work experience is in wholesale and retail, as well as the customer service industry. A couple years ago, I was actually a manager for a salon, which helped me to build more experience and learn more about business. As of right now, I'm 1 semester away from receiving my associate's degree in business with Schoolcraft, and after completing that, I will further pursue my other interests. I believe that my interests and my perspectives are something that makes me unique. In my last video, I showed some of the paintings I've done which demonstrates my passion for the arts. Naturally, as an artist that is, I have much appreciation for life in general and the beauty of nature. And my path in life so far has led me to an interest in the healing arts, but there were a few other things I considered along the way. I initially started with an interest in the human mind and considered finding a career as a mental health therapist or a psychiatrist. I began taking more psychology classes, which I happened to do very well in, but that type of therapy in a clinical setting just didn't seem to be what I was looking for. Personally, I don't like taking any kind of pills unless they're vitamins, and my family is the same way. So writing prescriptions didn't seem like it would be a good fit for me. I began to realize that total health is not only of the mind, but of the mind, body, and soul. And within my own independent studies, I've come across a lot of mind-opening subjects that has forever changed my perspective on life. These studies are what has led me to believe that essentially we do have the ability to heal ourselves. The science of nature proves that there are thousands of natural remedies to cure simple diseases and disorders without the need to add any chemical balance. Most people might think that if it was that simple, we wouldn't need doctors, but in today's world, one of the most important jobs they have is to spread awareness and prevention on how to maintain good health. The key in understanding how to obtain total health is knowing about energy. Everything is made up of energy. In order to understand how energy affects our lives, first we have to identify how it's created. To begin just by touching on nutrition, when eating organic foods directly from plants, the plant is richer in nutrients from the sun, which maximizes the quality of the food. It's been proven that by consuming higher vibrational foods that our bodies produce more natural energy, while exercise is also another stimulant of this. These simple practices alone will affect a person's vulnerability to sickness and disease, not to mention affect their mood, their ambition, and anything to follow that. Each of us individually gives out our own energy field that other people can be sensitive to, whether knowingly or not. And based off of this concept, simply changing the way a person thinks can dramatically affect their life and those around them. The study of this invisible world of energy is what has led me to a direction of spiritual awareness. There are thousands of other people out there searching for the same awareness and enlightenment that I am, and they are just as unique as me because I believe that we're part of a movement. Ultimately, my perspective, my beliefs, and my lifestyle has completely changed since the development of this awareness. I hope that some of what I've said has sparked an interest in some of you, and I'm always happy to share my wisdom that I've gained so far. This is overall the beginning of a lifelong journey for me. Thank you all for listening.